Hi, I'm Wendy from Shiny Happy World, and in this video I'm going to show you how to make this cute horse, or it could be a unicorn pattern. Here's how to make it. Okay, this is the video showing how to put together the horse or the unicorn if you do not have a light box. So I've got my quilt block, my background block, layered with the batting and quilted. That's the way I do quilt as you go. You can do it any way you like. And I've got all of my pieces cut out and prepared. And that means that I've cut them out on the solid lines, and all of these dotted lines I have transferred over to the fabric side of the piece. And you can hold the pieces up to a window, and those lines will show right through, and you can transfer them with a pencil or a chalk, or for the eye and the nose, I just use just a Sharpie fine tip. It doesn't matter that it's permanent because I'm going to applique over it with solid black fabric. So you'll see that there are some eyelashes. I am not going to use the eyelashes on this horse, but I will show you a unicorn version that does have the eyelashes. So here's how we put it together. I like to start with the piece that goes off the edge of the block. So I do almost all of my blocks, I lay them out what I call snapshot style. So I want it to look like I have snapped a photo of this horse and I've just zoomed way in so that your focus is on the head. So he has the rest of his body, it's just not showing in the photo. And the way that I achieve that look is by having the edge of the neck be cropped off at the bottom of the block. So when I sew these together, when I trim the block down to size, I'm going to trim it right at this bottom edge so that when I sew the pieces together, that edge will be caught in the seam allowance, and it will be it'll look like we've just snapped a photo of him. So I'm going to scooch him over a little bit here. Next up, I'm going to put the mane down. So this mane goes over the back side of his head, and I transferred these dotted lines here, and I know that if I lay this down in a way that covers all of those lines, I know that I have enough overlap that I'll be able to do the outlining and then later be able to run this quilt through the laundry, and there's enough coverage that those edges won't pop loose and fray. So next up, I'm going to add the ear. And when I cut the ear, when I positioned it, since I was using the same fabric for the ear and the head, I made sure that those lines were going in a different direction to help set that ear apart. And of course, it'll be set apart even more when I outline it with some dark thread. And now we've got his eye. And there is a tiny little oval for a nostril. And you could leave this off if you wanted to, but I think it adds to the look of it, so I like to use that nostril. All right, now I'm going to very carefully lift this up, carry it to my ironing board. I'll fuse all the pieces in place and just follow the directions on whatever brand of fusible adhesive you use. I use Heat and Bond Light for all of my quilts. Then I will do all of the outline stitching, and I'll bring it back here and I'll show you the finished version, and I'll also show you a unicorn that I made with the same pattern, just adding the horn option, and also another horse in different colors. Okay, here is the finished horse. I've done all of the outlining on it. This one is for a quilt that I'm working on that is all farm animals, and all of the animals are in fantasy colors, and they all have this kind of gingham print as part of them, so it's going to look really cohesive. I've got a couple more versions, though, that I want to show you. I made a second horse. This is for a Lunar New Year's quilt that I'm working on, so all of the background blocks are going to be red, which is a traditional color for the Lunar New Year, and all of the animals on the quilt are going to be in these bright kind of gemstone colors. But I also made a unicorn. And here is the unicorn block. So the unicorn horn does come with the pattern, so you can make it with or without. This is for a quilt that I'm working on that is all fantasy animals, and they're all going to be on purple backgrounds. These are some of the amethyst blenders, and then all of the animals are going to be different fantastic creatures. So you can get the horse or the unicorn pattern. It's the same pattern, just whether you use the horn or not. It's at shinyhappyworld.com. I'm Wendy, and I will see you next time.